You need to stop dreaming about paying off your mortgage. It's time to stretch your mind, challenge your thinking about why it's okay to use debt and leverage to grow your wealth. Let's dive in and check it out. Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, real estate investor and entrepreneur with over 10 years experience running a real estate team and investing in real estate. Before we dive into this video, be sure to like this video, leave a comment. We'd love to hear what you have to say, what you agree with, what you don't agree with. I want to answer any questions that you have. And as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our weekly videos. We are here to help you break out of that 9-to-5, gain financial freedom, and grow wealth in real estate. I'm sure that you are a bit like me and you grew up hearing that debt is bad. People are always trying to get out of debt. You see commercials on TV that we're here to help you consolidate your debt to get you out of debt. Debt is bad. I'm sure you've seen people lose homes over using debt incorrectly. And so you've got that mindset just like me as I grew up, that debt is bad. I was of the impression when I was first starting in real estate that I needed to pay off my first home. That was my goal. We're gonna put every dollar we've got into paying off our primary house, and then I'm gonna go after real estate investing. But my eyes were open, I ran the numbers, and I realized that you can use that debt to help grow wealth in real estate. Let's dig in and find out why. It's time to actually start putting your dollars to work. As a real estate agent, people love to hear from me about how much equity is in their homes. They call me all the time, hey Andrew, how much is my house worth? I'm sure you're a bit like them and you're on Zillow all the time checking out the Zestimate of your home just to see how much it's grown every single year. Everybody loves to see, I bought my house for $500,000 and today it's worth $800,000. I've got $300,000 equity. But guess what? If that equity is all you've got, it's just sitting there doing nothing. Yes, it does grow 5% on average every single year, but at the same time, you're battling inflation, which is 3% every year. So it's only growing a little bit and you're not actually putting that money to work. That equity is just a number on paper unless you use it to make sure that you are taking advantage and putting those dollars to work for you so that you can gain passive income, which is a step towards getting out of that 9-to-5, breaking free, gaining financial freedom. I've talked about it before in other videos. You need to start stretching your mind and being okay with using leverage. Again, if your equity is just sitting there, you've got $300,000 sitting there, it's appreciating a bit every single year, yes, but you could be putting that money to work to gain exponentially more. So you can take that money out of your house through a cash out refinance, a home equity line of credit, and then you can actually use that to go invest in other rental properties, in other real estate, other forms of real estate. Let me tell you how that works. If it's on your primary residence, if it's all of a sudden worth $800,000, you've got $300,000 in equity, you call your lender up, you do a cash out refinance, and you're able to pull that money out and do whatever you want with it. The best part about it is that is tax-free dollars. You are never taxed on a cash out refinance. That's money that you get to use tax-free. So that does increase your house payment, but you get to take that money and invest it and put it to work. And now you've got 2 real estate loans. So it does increase the debt, and that's where I'm telling you, you've got to be comfortable with it. You've got to understand that if you're going to make money, you've got to use leverage. The richest people in the world, even though they may have millions in their bank account, I promise you, they're not using their own cash on everything. They're using banks' money because it's cheap and it's easy and is less risk to them. Why not take advantage of those exact same strategies for yourself? Pull out $100,000 equity out of that house and take that and use it as a down payment for the next property and start to earn some passive income. You can use this to multiply houses year after year after year. You can have equity lines of credit so that you can buy houses cash and turn those into flips. We can talk about those strategies, but you've got to put that money to work and you've got to be okay with taking on a little bit of debt so that you can reinvest it and use the bank's money so that it grows. We've talked about it before, how if you invest $100,000 in real estate, it's one of the only areas where you invest that $100,000 and it starts appreciating as $500,000. You're using the bank's money to grow your own wealth. And again, that's why people that are wealthy invest in things like that and they use leverage, they use the bank's money, even though they often don't need it. If you're going to keep believing that you just have to pay off your house and be debt free, This plan takes so much longer. You may pay off your house, let's say you get really aggressive, and you pay off your 30-year fixed rate mortgage in 20 years. You just lost 20 years. If you use real estate to multiply your portfolio, in 20 years, you could own 20 rental properties and have a ton of equity. If you just pay off your one house, yeah, it went up in value, maybe you've got $1 million in equity, but if you're able to multiply that and use that leverage, you're gonna have multiple millions of equity in multiple properties diversified in different areas so that you can tap into that and use it however you want. If you just pay off that mortgage, yes, it's the safe bet. We've been told by people like Dave Ramsey, all of those people, that you should just pay that off, but I'm telling you, it's going to hold you back and keep you from retiring early, using the money that you want to use, and creating the wealth that you want to create for your family. So it's time to begin to stretch your mind and wrap your head around the idea of using some of those equity dollars that are already sitting in some of your current primary residences or other investment properties, and using that money as leverage to go after more property so that you can start to grow your portfolio exponentially. As always, make sure that you like this video, leave a comment. We want to hear from you. Tell us what you agree with, what you don't agree with. I want to answer any questions that you may have. And as always, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss our videos. We are here to help you break out of your 9 to 5, gain financial freedom, and create wealth through real estate.